Hello, everyone. Welcome to the latest and greatest edition of the Grain Gauntlet. As always, we've got 5 questions here, 4 of them from current clients, 1 from a prospect. This is Patrick. I'm Josh. You ready to go?
Yeah, can't wait till you guys run our questions.
Yeah, the hell never happened. Well, I think you took this one directly, but anytime you get a good question, it's worth sharing with everybody and share your answer at least. So let's kick it off with what is your expected price range for the 25-26 corn crop?
It's interesting you asked that because I went back and reviewed, and normally, if we might have a 70 to 80 cent price range for the year. That's in really quiet times with big, huge NE stocks like 2015 and 2018, but normally we go above a buck. So with that said, we went down to 392, top side 492. I expect front month futures to fall at least within that range for the year. With any kind of weather or disruptions to production, we could go significantly higher.
Okay, so about $4 to $5 range again? Yeah, okay. All right, well, natural follow-up. What is your expected price range for the 25-26 soybean crop?
Soybeans are much more volatile than corn, and they fluctuate much more. We had low this year of $9.60 for front month futures. My expectation is that we'll have at least a $2 range for the year. So from here, around 11 bucks, we go up 12.25. And on the downside at harvest, maybe 10.50, 10.25. So $2 range, let's call it 10.50 in the fall as a low, and somewhere between 12 and 12.50 for a high, without any major weather concerns in South America or here in the U.S.
Okay, all right. This question says, I missed another window to sell beans. Is the party over, and should I take what I can get now, or do we bounce higher again soon?
Well, if you sell now, you just miss like almost a buck. So I wouldn't sell on a big move lower. No, you don't sell now. You don't sell on big move lower, especially when we're working through the end of harvest in South America. Is just starting to get their crop going. There's no risk time frame yet. January is the big time frame. February for risk issues in South America. We just got a deal done with China, for God's sake. They haven't started moving in a big way yet. So we have all the negatives in the market. Again, we fall back to where, within 70 cents of where we were. We rallied $1.70 just on rumors. So guess what? We're going to be higher again. If you sell now, you better be buying back, or else you're throwing money away.
Yeah, and we have a little bit of missing context for this one. You don't know if they're set to have to pay storage or anything like that. So, yes, presuming that they aren't, and they're just, kicking themselves over not making the sale recently.
Good point, Josh. If you have to make sales because you're paying stupid stories for commercials, then definitely sell and buy back, because basis is pretty good. So the difference between a on the board futures position and a cash price sale is none except for basis, and basis is pretty good right now comparatively, except in North Dakota. Sorry guys, I know it sucks up there. So if you're buying it back, that I'm not against you selling. I'm not at all against you selling right now. Replacing it, those keep.
Right. And for those who are just, sitting on their own storage, this is just not the right time. We expect better prices soon.
Correct, mundo.
All right. Next question. Is this all we're going to get for a Santa Claus rally with corn, or is a bigger move still to come?
What rally? Yeah, it's what rally have we had? We haven't had a rally yet. We've been flatter than doorknob for the last 30 days in March corn. We went down to 427, so we call it 18-cent move a rally. No, it's not over. Seasonal trends start to really turn now, mid-December.
Yep.
And into February, seasonal trends are higher.
Yeah.
So I expect better prices. Whether we get it between now and Christmas, that's probably 60-40, but we'll get it between now and March 1st.
Yeah, first big initial move higher came something like December 21st, 22nd last year. We had been very choppy like we are right now. And we got obviously the January report, big boost there. Good chance of that happen again. So yeah.
And remember that we have a lot of crop that had to be sold. I still got farmers calling me and saying, hey, got to move another 40,000 bushels. What should I do? Buy back. Okay. So guys that have to move means that the stuff going to market and still filling the pipeline because we had a huge crop. Not huge necessarily with the yields the USDA is saying, but huge. We did plant a lot of acres. So it's a lot of production out there.
Okay. All right, final question this week from a prospect. Do we get more soybean acres next year with China back in the U.S. market? And if so, what will that do to prices?
It won't have any relevance to whether China is in the market or not. If other demand is picking up and we are having fantastic demand for the little number of acres we did grow this year, it's fundamentals. Now, China, if they're buying like they're supposed to buy, then we know that we're going to have decent exports. Not great, decent exports. So a few more acres could be bought with the expectation of profitable bean prices, which would make corn prices much more likely to be profitable, although corn demand has been through the roof. So there's always a battle for acres. It all depends on where prices are at, okay? And that depends on what happens between now and then. I expect that we'll have similar bean acres this year. So American farmer knows that corn is excellent demand. Yeah. They're not going to take the risk of planting more bean acres. And that's my expectation right now.
This question wasn't from someone I talked to, but I had this exact conversation with someone about an hour ago. And yeah, I think we swung a little too far last year, but yeah, we can swing dramatically the other direction. I don't think so. Maybe we'll up bean acres a little bit, but you guys love planting corns.
Yeah, I think it's a long-term trend, right? I mean, the long-term trend is that we plant less bean acres, South America plants more. We find better use for corn. I think that's a reality.
All right, good. All right, well, that's all for this week. Thank you for the questions, everyone. As always, if you want to have a question answered on our program, go ahead and email it to adminstaff@hedge-plus.com. Aside from that, I hope everyone's doing well, maybe getting a little bit of a rest, and hopefully not too much snow.
And never leave your phone on. Everyone is connected to your ears, if you have hearing aids like I do, because it'll ring during the whole video tape.
Well, we managed to get there.
Yeah, wow. Okay, have a good week.
Take care.